Hello, this is Trisha Reinhardt, the Information Services Director, aka Research Librarian, over at Regis College Library. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to do research for your nursing leadership course, your Concepts of Nursing Leadership course. So I'm going to start at the library homepage, and here I am now, but if you need to get to the library homepage, there's a few different ways you can do it. If you go up to menu under any Regis College page, we're under academics and the library right here. If you are in Regis Resources, like where you go for your email or Moodle, we have a link under there as well. And speaking of Moodle, we also have a link in Moodle, so you can get to it towards the top of the page. There's that Regis College drop down. The library link is right there. If you're in there looking at your assignment anyways and you want to get started on researching, you can get to it that way. But here we are on the library homepage. So there are many different things you can use to do your research. I am going to start in PowerSearch just so you can get a sense of searching an EBSCO database, but then I'll show you some of the more specific databases that we have available that might help you, might be more targeted towards your topic. So you have to type something into PowerSearch here to get it going. So I am going to type in nursing leadership. So when I hit search, if I am off campus, which I am, it's going to ask to log in with the Moodle login. So you're going to log in with your username, just the username, not the @regiscollege.edu, and then whatever password you use to get into your online Moodle. And so here we are at our initial results. There's a lot, over 100,000. Nursing leadership, there's a lot on it. But we want to limit this to academic journal articles. And I'm actually looking for something a little more specific, leadership styles. So I'm taking my concepts and I'm putting them into the different boxes here. So when I hit search, it's going to update to include nursing leadership and styles. So you can also do or, and this will give you suggestions for synonyms or like terms. So leadership or management. That's another way of saying leadership. If you want to capture many different ways of saying that term, you can also do that in styles or traits, or the popular terms will pop up based on what other users have typed in. But feel free, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. If you've brainstormed and you've thought of different ways of styles or leadership and you want to type those in, you can as well. So I'm going to do traits. They're saying I'll keep nursing leadership, but I'm going to update my search. And so now that's kind of broadened it out a little bit. So this or kind of incorporates more results that use these different ways of saying your concept in it, and the and narrows it down. So if I added another term in here, it would narrow it down even more to include these three concepts in it. So I can limit my searches further by the limit to section over here. So you want this scholarly peer review check off. So these are going to give you those peer reviewed articles that are in scholarly journals. And a lot of them are going to be studies, expert advice or opinion. And you also want to take a look at the publication date. So most of the time, you are going to be looking at the last 5 years. And so that narrowed down my results a little bit more so that I get the most up-to-date research and thought process on this topic. And so another limiter you might want to consider is Regis Library has it or full text to see only items that we have direct full text access to. Now I understand a lot of you are busy and you don't have all week to be doing research and trying to find these articles. So if you see this request from interlibrary loan, as you may have experienced before, when you click on it, it takes you to the copy request form, which then places a request for this article, and then we have to go out and get this article from another library that owns this particular journal or issue of this journal. And that can take a few days. We usually say 3 to 5 business days, although it can be a lot quicker than that. If you are ordering this on a Thursday evening, if that's the only time that you have available in your busy schedule to be doing the research, you may not get that article in time for your paper that's due on Sunday. So if you have a lot of results here, so here you're looking up at the search results. See, I have over 2,000 results, 2,100 results here. I think it's probably safe to say I can check off this Regis Library has it, and it's only going to show me stuff that I have direct full text access to that I can get instantly. I don't have to order it and wait to get it in my email. So here are my results for scholarly articles that are within the last 5 years and that we have direct full text access to. So now this first one here, this one sounds pretty interesting. So I'm going to click on this available full text. It's going to take me to what we call our full text finder. It's going to point you to which database you can get this out of. So you can click on one of these links here, and then it will take you to the database that has the full text that we subscribe out of. So here's the article here. You can get the article as a PDF here, or you can just read the abstract again. But here's the article here that you were looking for, and you have it instantly, and you can use it, read through it, use it in your paper, that sort of thing. So another way of searching for your topic is, since this is a nursing class, you want to be using a nursing specific database. You really want to introduce yourself to that because you're going to be using it a lot in your program. So, I mean, PowerSearch is fine. It's really good for interdisciplinary searches. It searches almost all of our databases that we have. But, you want to familiarize yourself with the nursing specific databases. So if I go to the databases tab here, the number one nursing database that we point all nursing students to is CINAHL. And so you can find it, CINAHL, starting with the C. So you can click on the C here, and CINAHL is right here. It's the cumulative index to nursing and allied health literature. It's also under our popular databases because this is a nursing school, so this database is used a lot. So when I click on it, it's going to show something very similar to what you saw in PowerSearch. It's an EBSCO product, just like PowerSearch is, so they have the same search boxes, they have the same types of limiters. So I'm going to perform the same search that I did. And I did traits or skills, although I think I had it skills or traits in the other one. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. So I'm going to hit search. There are a lot, if you scroll down, you're going to see a lot of limiters down the bottom. Don't get overwhelmed by those. Just hit search first and then limit on the left-hand side from there. So here are my results here. So I'm going to limit to those scholarly peer-reviewed journals, which most of them are in this particular database. And then I'm going to limit to that 2015, the last 5 years. And so now I have a little over 100 results, which is pretty good if I have a short paper that I need to do, and I just need a couple of sources, or a discussion board post where I need 1 or 2 sources. That's a pretty good pool to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and check off this full text. And so now I'm down to 75, which is not bad at all. It does limit you, as you saw. The number did go down when I checked off full text, but as I said, that's a pretty good number. So if you are working on a paper that's due on Sunday and you need these articles fast, feel free to check that off. So as I'm scrolling through to see which articles are interesting, I'm going to see the available full text again. You might see PDF full text. So actually this one looks pretty interesting. This is on emotional intelligence in nurse leadership. Emotional intelligence is a pretty big topic within that concept. So this one has a PDF full text. I can click on it and it will bring me directly to the PDF of the article here. And I can read it, I can download it to my computer, I can print it out if you have access to a printer and you're more comfortable with that. You can print it out from here as well. You can email it to yourself with this little envelope. Here you can email yourself the article, or you can email it to your professor if your professor has asked to look at your research. You can also get a general idea of what the citation for this article should look like. So this little yellow piece of paper here is the EBSCOcite function. So when you scroll down to APA, here is the article here in APA format. Now just a quick note about these citation generators. Anything that you use to generate your citation, none of them are 100%, unfortunately. And it's not a drastic thing. If there's any errors, it's more of formatting. Like sometimes you'll see with the article title that it's not in sentence form as it should be. So bottom line, it's still your responsibility to know what an APA citation should look like. So feel free to copy and paste this into your paper, but then triple check it in the book, in the guide, any guides that you use to make sure that it is in fact formatted correctly. So the last thing I wanted to show you was a couple of databases or journal packages that you may not know about that we have actually found really helpful with this particular course. So I'm back at the A to Z databases list, and I can go down to the letters that these packages start with, but I'm just going to show you they're right under the popular databases here because they are used a lot. They're the last two down here. There's Sage Journals Online and Wiley Online Library. We find that these two are especially helpful for this particular course, this nursing leadership course, because it has a lot of the journals that have to do with nursing professionals, nursing management, nurse practitioners, that sort of thing. So we often show students in your class these resources to use. So I'm just going to click on one. They're both very, very similar with searching. I'm just going to show you one for the sake of time. So I'll go to Wiley, and it's going to take you to the advanced search page, very similar to the EBSCO databases. And I'm going to do the same search I did, and now when I scroll down, I want to make sure that I'm doing the last 5 years again, 2020, and I'm going to hit search, and here we go. And look, these are hitting right in the title: developing nursing leadership talent, nursing leadership styles and their impact on intensive care unit quality measures. These are really hitting the mark here. So this is what we found when we've searched these two products, that they are very good for your research topic. So feel free to use these, and if you have any questions at all, about how to research your topic or how to get started with the databases. If you need someone to sit down with you and kind of go through it with you, we do have librarians available a lot of hours during the week. We're available until 10 p.m. most nights, and we're available weekends and holidays. We're available as well. So please feel free to contact us. You can get to, if you go back to the home page, you can go to the Contact Us here. And here's our information, how to email us. But then you can also set up a research consultation with a librarian who will, over the phone or through Zoom, sit down with you and go through how to research your topic and how to do the different things around the library. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I hope you stay well and stay safe, and thank you for listening.